Yeah, what's up, guys and girls? I'm just here to talk about how fucked up this world can be and how fucked up life can be. I mean, when I was a kid, my mother abandoned me. I heard a story that I was 1 year and 9 months from my grandmother that she locked me up in a room with candado, with locks, to starve me to death. And I was crying and I was eating a penny. I don't know what the fuck. And my grandmother went to New York to come and rescue me. And the thing is, life is pretty messed up. It's pretty fucked up, if you think about it. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, I never had a penny to my name. When I was 7 years old, my grandmother went to Social Security and claimed that I was disabled, that I couldn't do anything. I had LDD. I couldn't, I didn't finish school because, I have power and concentrating and shit like that. You know what I mean? And my brother was a devil worshiper, and in the other episode I talked about that my mother screwed her brother, and there came my brother. My brother, my uncle is the father of my brother, and my brother has sex with two or three of my cousins that I know of. He raped them. And my brother is what, like I said in the first episode, that my brother was a devil worshiper. And he was 100% evil because he liked to worship Satan and all that stuff. He told me that he went to New York and killed a cat, a black cat, and brought a star with the black cat's blood, and wrote his name on it. And they killed, yeah, that he killed some people in New York. I don't know what. I mean, pretty much, if he's a devil worshiper, he's a liar, But he told me so many stories. He said that he went to a gay club, and then he go and take them to their house and tie him up and put him in their closet and rob him. And he was like around what, 14, around that age or something like that. He went to stay with our mother. They committed incest, and my brother too. He committed incest, and he's a very violent person. When you have a 100% negative energy, you're a very violent person. You are negative in every way possible. And because you want the simple thing of life, pleasure and all that, it's simple and fast. But you get it simple and fast, then you get pain as well and suffering. And the thing is that they put him in a in one of those foster home, whatever, and he did drugs and a bunch of stuff, and he was selling drugs, and he was sleeping with a kingpin boss, a wife, whatever, and the boss know about it, and when he wanted to kill him, he had to leave New York, and they come back. He came here to Miami. Then that's what the fucked up shit started. You know what I'm saying? He went to prison 3 times. He got me involved of crime, and I broke laws. Because not that he needed money for food or medicine, but he needed money for drugs. I was young and with a good heart. You can't do bad with good. There was so many mistakes that I committed. You know what I mean? I did like I was 16. I did like a year or something in Akira Bay Point. Like for juvenile. Now after that, I did a year. They came to pick me up and I had to go to a program, whatever. It was pretty hard for me. You know what I'm saying? And I was 14. I had a female. She was 12. She was my female friend. She was a virgin, innocent. He raped her. She was hungry. I went downstairs to make her some soup. Guess what? My brother goes there and raped her. A 12-year-old girl raped her right there. Of course, I left for 3 days to stay. Somebody that he know. And I came back and we fought. And he gave me a scar right here. And we fought for a long time. But you can't fight with a devil, with a demon. They're gonna keep coming and coming, and they're not gonna rest. So one of you are dead or whatever. So The point of it all is that I've been suffering since birth. You know what I mean? You know, it's kind of pathetic. You know, I haven't had a. I'm 36 right now, and I never had a penny to my name. You know, since when I turned when I was 18 or 19, well, like 20 or something like that. I went to Georgia to around in my 20s. I went to Georgia to get a job. I got a job and I had a house. My cousin, she was 16, I mean 17 or 16, I'm not sure. She was taking a shower. I mean, I stayed in their houses. You know, they had a pool and everything. You know, so my uncle was at real estate. You know, my aunt worked for the government anyway. And I stayed there for almost a year. Her room was next to my room because I requested that because I saw her as my little sister. You know, and nothing happened, of course. You know, but I loved her like my little sister, whatever. And I moved to the next house. It was kind of big. That I wanted a house for myself, you know, and I was working. I was making money. I used to go there to wash my clothes, and I thought she was in. Her car was in there. I thought she was in school, and I was wondering why is the light is on, and why is the water running. When I go open the door, there she was naked. I mean, I didn't want to see her naked. I was curious what the fuck was going on. I mean, her car was in there. It was school time. I thought she was with her boyfriend or, you know, in school. She goes and tell her dad that I wanted to see her naked. I lose my job, lose the house, have to come back here and suffer for many years, having nothing, not having a penny. And of course, in the first episode, I explained that I lost my car because my brother did, you know, fucked it up. And now the Social Security, I took control in the age of 34, took control of my check. You know, the food stamp wasn't giving enough. It wasn't giving me enough, you know, food stamp. You know, and I was about what, like, I waited like 140. Now I wait 200 something. I took control of my check when I was 34, and I have been in control of my check for almost 2 years. And I saw a psychologist, and the psychologist told me that I'm not disabled. That was like 2 years ago. I went to apply for food stamp 2 years ago, and they told me I'm not disabled. So there's so many Cubanos, you know, there's so many scams going on. You know, they're helping out the Cubano. They're not helping out because, you know, I'm a descendant of Arabian or something. They moved to Spain, they moved to Dominican, but I was born in New York. I mean, I tried to go to school, Scott for Korea Institute, and it turned out later on. It turned out to be fake. You know, they sent me a secret society to be a secret society membership of Neo Think. And so I know it was fake, but I wanted to buy the book anyway. But sooner or later on, I changed my mind and I changed my bank card number, or whatever. And I changed it, and now they're telling me now I have to go tomorrow to Social Security and you know, cause I got a letter from Social Security telling me they're gonna stop the payment for next month or whatever. They're not gonna give me not even 1 cent. And I told the Social Security and the food stamp situation that you know, I give the rest of my money to my grandmother to pay for the house. You know. Because that's what my grandmother did it so she could pay for this house. And I only, you know, they give me like almost 700 and something, whatever. I keep only a couple of hundreds, you know, 2, 3, whatever. And I give the rest to my grandmother. My father, he gets like $800. He doesn't do, he only pays for light and water, and that's like almost $100 and something. And the rest he keeps it, I don't know, to do, I don't know what the fuck he does. And they give, you know how much they give him a food stamp? They give him like 200 and something food stamp. You know how much they gave me? $50 or less than that. You know, it's like the word is spitting on my face, and they feel disgusted of me or something. They wanted to get rid of me or something. I don't know what. When I was 19 or something, I had to fight one of my brother's enemy. You know, he stabbed me a couple of times. You know, but luckily I survived. You know. So many bad shit been happening to me. You know what I'm saying? You know, I've been, you know. It's kind of ridiculous, you know what I'm saying? Now that I start having a couple of pennies, you know, a couple of dollars, you know, now they want to take it away. They took away my disability check when I was on 20 or something like that. The only reason that I'm doing this is because I can't get a job. I have no school education background. When I was a kid, I had to do time because my brother, my evil brother, he's a drug addict. And he sold my identity to some black guy. I don't know who. I got nothing against black, but he used my identity. And he worked for almost 10 years using my identity. And how to go back and forth to Social Security, how to sign, all the time going back and forth, signing papers saying that that person is not me, and this is me, the real me. My brother used my social for a credit card, and now I have no credit whatsoever. My life is pretty messed up, and I never had a girlfriend, never had a friend. I don't go out and talk to people, but it's life, you know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is that, you have to manage to be positive, of all that negative and of all that drama, of all that problems you have in your life, and all you're going through, and everything you're going through, all that bad headache and everything. You're not knowing if you're gonna live tomorrow. You do not know if you're gonna die today. You don't know if you're gonna die tomorrow. You don't know if you're gonna die next week. But thank God you are breathing. Thank God that you breathe every day. And it's a miracle that I made it this long. I'm 36, and it's a miracle that I'm breathing right now. Because I haven't had a job since, and I haven't had a penny since I don't know how long. I've been eating scraps. I waited like 140, for a long, long time. When I turned 34, I started weighing 200 pounds because I started controlling, like I said, having a couple of dollars. You'd be amazed what can you do for a couple of dollars. You go to buy $5 to bro, you can do a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? In the ghetto or wherever. But when you have nothing, all you depending on is faith and hope. Take it from me. You need to stay positive, be positive. You have no friend, you have no money, you have nothing. You don't know how you're gonna make it tomorrow. You don't know how you're gonna live tomorrow. Don't worry about it. You make it somehow. You survive. You live another day. I lived this long. I'm 36, and I never had a penny. Never had a friend. Never had a girlfriend. And the only reason that I made it this far is because I stay positive. The social security want to take away my money. They want to see me dead. Nobody want to see me progress. Nobody in the world want to see you progress. Forget them. They don't know you. They don't know your life. They don't care about you. All they care about themselves. They don't care about no one else but themselves. And nobody's perfect. I admit, I confess that I'm not perfect. I watched a lot of incest porn. Maybe incest porn, and that's bad. Maybe because my mother, was abused by her brother. Maybe because my brother raped a couple of my cousins. Maybe because my life is pretty fucked up, and my life is full of incest, and they're pretty nasty and dirty and filthy. Maybe because part of me wants to die and part of me wants to live. But I've been between death and life. And let me tell you, it's a miracle that I'm still breathing. It's a miracle that I'm still alive for now. But I'm not afraid to die tomorrow, next week, or today. Out of hunger, or because I don't have I don't know how I'm going to live. Because people get a job so they can live, so they can so they can eat, so they can live, so they can pay their house, their car, so they can survive and live. But a person without a job, they suffer, they get skinny. They don't know if they're gonna make it. They don't know how long they have, in this world. All I'm saying is, everyone, stay positive. Don't let the world control your emotion and take away your positive energy. That is all.